Anyway, September 9, 1952, yeah. 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yep. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today it will be the absolute truth, no matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What does White have to do with... What does White have to have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
What? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. You already have it on PS4? Oh, Rocket League? Okay. Well, should be fun anyway. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any treatment. Any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix? Well...
Wrong person. Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, well, let's do this. I hope I pass this. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 1.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. Myself. Jace! Thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. I changed it so now it's weekly totals. So everybody has a chance to be on the leaderboard. But thank you so much for the bits. We really appreciate that. Mr. Honor, I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I really want that new I really want a new PC. We need one so bad, dude. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, the account is building up little bits at a time, so... Ha, bits. Ha.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why did the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. Anyone's going to raise an objection to this? I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Dude. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I would like to call Mr. Wright to the stand.
Yeah, I hope I got all the clues. I hate this guy. I want to punch him in his face.
Please state your full name.
You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh, Lord.
Your name.
Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse?
Name.
These two are great together. I ship it. My name is Wright, but my friends call me Blanco Nino.
What? Nino? They call you little white boy? Isn't that what Blanco Nino means? Little white boy?
I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp.
Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey?
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
Were you at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder?
Correct.
And you witnessed the murder from there?
Ahem. Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. Ho ho ho! I hate him. I hate him so much. I hope you have made peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix! Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusing, that's reading to you, some papers by the window, when I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. She's really constipated, and that's why she died? And then it was all over. Impaction, oh my god.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well. Defendant, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I'm gonna press him on it. How do you know what time it was? Because I was abso-positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem, that this is your concern? Still, lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course, he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull something like that off. boy.
Tell us, what were you doing at that time?
I was quietly perusifying. See, I even read it the right way, and he said it the wrong way. I was quietly perusifying, or that's reading to you, some newspapers by the window. I'm gonna press them on everything. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Company law offices? Correct. That's the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a businessman who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside the window. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume.
We see. Continue.
Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I'm no snoop, peeping out of the windows at night.
No snoop, yeah right, you made a career out of snooping.
It was then I saw him, spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, sight is judge on anyway.
And what did you do then?
I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she'd been tapping the Faith office phone?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand.
I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente.
Please continue.
The victim ran away, but you gave chase. Do I have anything? Victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right. But she was caught and struck. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked, but you ran and ran to the left. Uh-huh. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
The victim ran to the left. You gave chase. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. The victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
They're both right. Because if she saw the victim run to the right, then she was still running towards the door. If he saw the victim running to the left, she was still running towards the door, but he was actually facing her. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once.
Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
He was in the room killing her.
Duh.
In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. I have the hiccups. Excuse me. Excuse me. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. He was standing right there. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from his point, it would appear to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing.
Yeah, duh.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion!
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Do they, though? Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well, let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck, you can't fix broken testimony, buddy. I'm afraid that he probably can. Jack! Okay. If you're streaming, I'll probably host you in a little bit. Because I have to go to bed early. I work tomorrow. She ran to the left, to the left, to the left. Thank you, Jack. Is it bad that you're looking at parts to get a better PC? Like, put this one as a stream PC and have a gaming one? No. I mean, dude, if you can afford it, by all means. I know Kefri uses he has a streaming PC and then he has a gaming PC. So Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Because she died almost instantly after one hit. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? No, she was only hit once.
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. To the left, to the left. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy. You're an American, too. What do you mean, first? First, that's what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then... You hit her savagely, that's what I saw. Let's do... Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told the court that you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor.
Panda's here. It is me, the shiftiest of pandas. Panda.
Objection!
I'm glad you're here, Panda. Erp, that's a sound you make. That's a surprise sound you make whenever you derp. I mean, you erp when you derp. You're funny. You're funny. You funny girl. You make me laugh. Sorry, I'm eating a pot pie. It's tasty.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, yes, quite.
No way, man. The witness is confused because he's lying. They're running out? Oh no, that's not good. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White.
Oh, okay. The 2 accounts. God, dude. How many times do you get to revise your testimony? If you're lying, you're lying. Well, see, I looked out the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap.
Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. It's almost over. I'm gonna have to press him at the right time, man. I don't know what to say. Well, I looked out the other window and I heard that thing fall. What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? Oh, what? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony for the 16th time.
Oh, okay, of course. Light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Killer, you attacked, but... Okay, wait. Now before, you said she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Dude... It was broken. The glass light stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to wait. One moment. Give me another minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow this witness to be badgered any further.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. This guy's credibility would have been shattered instantly, and his witness statement scrapped as possibly misleading evidence, meaning nothing this guy said could be taken as evidence. That's really true. Exactly. Yeah, his credibility is non-existent. Non-existent.
Very well. The witness name may continue his account.
Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. What do I press him on? Hold on, wait. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The light stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? It's a big problemo. There's a big problemo. I mean, problem here. What problem is this? My phone is acting up. Why are you acting up, phone? What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light through the stand through the. What? Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Look at you with your 102 gift subs, dude. Hug you. Thank you for gifting a sub to Shifty Panda. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. Aw. You guys are the best. Honestly, I have the best community here. I have the best people in my chat. Ah, look, you got your hearts back. Yay, you got your hearts back. Your emotes, yes, you got your emotes back. You got your love back. You got your zen back. You love zen. Oh, it's so sweet, you guys. Yeah, Zen's there. Yeah. Okay, so you saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel. Is that before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It is conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand.
What? Why couldn't he? You have proof?
I sure do, Your Honor. Person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Look at this.
These are the floor plans to the murder scene, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not visible within the visible area. Ew, line of sight. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell over either. There's no way you could have recognized broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? Must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! His eyes, what the fuck?
Mr. White?
Uh-oh. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? My God. What the hell, man? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Oh, crap.
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What? Ah, forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now,
What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap? Jesus is feeding him information now. You can't do that.
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way that I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who?
Didn't you mean by whom? No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct?
Shit. Correct. You are correct. Most correct, Miles. He called him by his first name? Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Company law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Holy shit, I hate this guy. You can get a 2080 Ti for the price of your 1070? Really? See, okay, like, Jace, my problem is that people have told me that it's cheaper to get a PC if you get it in, like, pieces and stuff, and you assemble it yourself. But, I'm technologically inept, so that's fun and fresh. Yeah, I just feel like I would spend the money on it and then not be able to put it together, and then I'd have to hire somebody to do it anyway. I don't know.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what the hell all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He was determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Baseless? I'll give you baseless conjecture right across your face. Baseless conjecture.
Mr. White. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Ahem. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand.
So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident.
Could you have fed him his testimony any more, Edgeworth? Seriously. Okie dokie, Jace. I'll stop in after. Not for too long, though. I'm actually hoping that this case wraps up pretty soon because I have to go to bed.
And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over? By the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Gah! What am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
Okie dokie, Jace. Good luck in Overwatch. Go wreck some fools. Beginning of September, the week before the murder. I have to look at what I have. Um...
Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh, right. I'm gonna press him on pretty much everything unless I think I have something to present. Was it really you who went into the office, or was it Miss May?
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye and Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
Do you have proof of that? Or are you just saying it just to say it? If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye and Company law offices.
Do I have anything I can contradict him with on this? Why did you tap Mia's phone? What are all the evidence pieces? I'll show you in just a... Oh, I can do it now. That's my attorney badge. Mia's autopsy report said... Initially, it says that she died, by a blunt object, and then they did a second autopsy and changed it to that she may have lived for a couple minutes. This is a conversation between the chief and Mia and Maya. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, was it this time? It's a clock. It may look like the statue of the thinker. It tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't working right now. Huh, it's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. Then the broken glass pieces. The murder weapon. That's the clock statue thing. The wiretap. The department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. It's written in the victim's blood. The victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. The murder scene, Faye and Company law offices. So that's all I have right now.
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
Goes to credibility. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. I'm gonna press him on the light stand. Why do you know something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out of him.
Tisk tisk, I'm afraid that as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. Can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
No. No, I don't want to give up.
Phoenix?
Question mark?
Phoenix over here.
I know that voice.
Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia? What? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating?
You're finally awake.
Ah! Did I pass out again?
Hey, Phoenix!
What the?
Gah, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
How are you alive? I thought you were dead. I'm confused. What? You're Maya? What?
Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you.
Maya's channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have the receipt and the court record, right?
Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on?
Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa.
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. Cerberus is here. Hi. Yeah, lol, busted. Exactly. Welcome back to the States, Cerberus. How was your trip abroad? I don't need to take a vacation to trip abroad. Make her fall on her face. Sorry, I like Eminem, but I won't say the next line. JFK Airport's horrible? Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard it's enormous. The biggest airport I've ever been to is the one in Denver, Colorado, and that place is fucked up. Pardon my French, but holy shit. There's something very wrong with that airport. You can feel it as soon as you set foot in it. It just feels evil. And then, like, because when I went there, YouTube wasn't a thing, but the Denver airport had just been, like, remodeled and stuff, and they had this big horse with like flaming eyes out in the front, and they have all these creepy freaking murals. And and then YouTube came out, and then people were talking about like the evilness of the Denver airport and how crazy it is. And because I actually had a layover there for a while, going out to see my brother in Seattle. And I'm telling you, man, those videos on YouTube talking about that place are not wrong. Scheduled flight was at 7:45. Took off at 12:30. Oh man, that's bullshit. That's awful. Places that just feel wrong mess with me. Makes me want to spring in the exact opposite direction. I feel that. I did not want to be there. I seriously didn't. And somebody said, "Oh, we should go look around," you know. My boyfriend at the time came with me. He's like, "Oh, we should go look around the airport and stuff. They remodeled this place and the murals and everything." And I'm looking at these murals and I'm like, if you don't believe me, go look up pictures. Pictures of murals at the Denver airport. Some of them are really fucked up. Sprint? Yeah. I just wanted to get back on the plane and get the hell out of there. I just felt, I mean, some people say like I'm a kind of a, not like a spiritual medium or something like that, but like a, what's the word, when you're like kind of tuned in to it, like you can feel stuff and you can sense stuff. Speaking of spiritual, are you a spiritual medium, Crazy? That's awesome. Honestly. Spiritually sensitive? Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, some weird things have happened, and I'll talk about them eventually. But like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I just felt it didn't feel physical, and it didn't feel mental. It felt like my whole soul was just like turning, and not in a good way. I almost felt like spiritually dizzy. I guess that's the best way to put it. Channeling her dead sister into her body. Yikes. Yep, that's apparently what she's doing. Oh, that was at night? Oh, Cerberus, that's rough, man. Slept when the sun was coming out, I imagine. Lord. Ugh. No, that's not fun at all. I think the two worst parts about going on vacation is like the travel there. Unless you're, traveling by car and you really, you take your time to see the sights and stuff like that. I think that's always great. But and then the second worst part is going back, like coming back and then realizing you have to go back to work and you're just like, oh, this sucks. Because you really wish like you had a vacation after a vacation. My late husband and I went to Disney World with the kids a year before he passed away. And when we got back, we went for 10 days. And when we got back, he said, I need a vacation to recover from my vacation. So we went to an abandoned children's mental hospital, started having really bad hallucinations. I was like, yikes. Oh man. Yeah, places like that used to do testing on children. And, I mean, insane asylums did anyway. But imagine doing testing on children. Like, people with mental health issues, a lot of them can't consent to that anyway. But you're talking about doing that to children? Come on. There's like no moral compass. Some people just have no, I don't know, no thought for other people and how they may be feeling and all that. When when I was a kid, kids did, if you had surgery, you didn't get pain medication because kids didn't feel pain. You break your arm? Too bad. Kids don't get pain medication because kids don't feel pain the same way adults do. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, don't get me wrong or anything. I'm not all for, like, people, you know, getting a bunch of pain medication and stuff like that. That's not good because I was on pain medication for a long time and from my doctor. And when I stopped taking it, I thought I was going to die. It was horrible. But, like, after Danielle had her tonsils out, she had her tonsils and her adenoids removed. I'm telling you, she was so miserable even with the pain medication. So I can't imagine how she would have felt if she had no pain medication at all, you know? It would have been horrible for her. Talking about creepy places, I saw a vid of 2 people going into an abandoned power plant, set off alarms. Oh no. Whoops. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Panda. People see people less able than themselves as non-human. It's scary. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's what happened with Hitler, right? I mean, we all know that he killed a lot of Jewish people, but he also killed a lot of gypsies, and he killed a lot of people with mental retardation and mental illness, schizophrenics, gay people. Like, he was all in for killing anything that wasn't blonde hair and blue-eyed, which is totally ironic because Hitler had brown hair and I believe he had brown eyes. So, but his perfect Aryan race was a bunch of blonde people that look sort of like Swedes. Hello? What? German people don't generally have blonde hair. They might have like sandy blonde hair, but it's pretty rare that a true German national with, you know, no real like immigration history would have, or no recent immigration history would have blonde hair and blue eyes. It's ridiculous. You know, not wrong. I probably would too, actually, Panda. Although I do want to go to Auschwitz at some point in time. I have a huge respect for the Jewish people, and I love their culture. I want to visit Israel at some point in time, but I am Christian, and I think that it would be like a spiritual thing for me, as well as, you know, just kind of soaking in another culture kind of thing. So, Stalin, a Georgian, ruled over Russia. Yeah, well, Stalin, Mussolini, Hirohito, and Hitler. I mean, can you get like a more ruthless combination of people on the planet at one time? I'm not sure that that's possible, but I suppose anything's possible. As long as there's people on this earth, there's going to be evil on this earth. Perfect German Empire from an Austrian, right? Some lands just too tainted with blood and corpses, puts anyone at unease. Yeah. I bet they play poker in hell together. Personally, I think, or at least I hope that in hell they are all separated. I hope they have like their own personal hell and they have no one to talk to, nothing to do except for just burn for eternity. I think that would be deserved and well earned. Although Mussolini, when they strung him up upside down, and I believe he was in his underwear at the time. So, and then, you know, like, you know, Ava didn't die very well, and neither did Hitler, but both of them, I don't know,
they died too quickly. Well, Ava maybe not so much. I don't think she was as involved as some people think she was, but you're still married to the most ruthless man to ever live, ever. So, I don't know. I just feel like people need to... I always tell my kids, let me just say it this way. I always tell my kids, if you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. And I think you need to be careful who you listen to and who you ask for advice from. And, make good choices based on good information. And if you don't have any information, just don't make a decision. You can just wait. It's fine. There's very few decisions that you have to make right now, without taking some time to think about it. Everyone makes their own hell. It's possible. It'd be that person's worst fears. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the worst part about hell would be eternal separation from, for me anyway, from God, because like people don't know that he's all around all the time, but like in the worst situations, I think he gives us peace even if we don't ask for it. And you're in hell, you're totally separated from him, so it's like, oh my gosh, like that's when you're absolutely, I don't think you could be any more lonely, more scared. But to be there forever, it's like forever is a really hard thing for people to understand. But like forever, like it never stops. That's horrible. It's a terrible thing. So. Panda says, I think hell would be repetition, the most painful moment of your life, played out over and over. So no matter what you do, you can never fix it. Oof. I've got a few of those, but only one of the most painful. I mean, as far as we know, she didn't try to kill him, his officers did. Yeah. People under him, not her, person closest to him. She died from cyanide poisoning, if I remember correctly. And Hitler, I think he took cyanide, but then he also shot himself too, just to be sure that absolutely sure that he'd be dead. And then apparently the Russians threw him in a pit and burned him. I don't know. It's all, he took both. That's what I thought. There's some really, really good, well, good is a hard word to say, but there are really, well done documentaries on Netflix with, like about World War II and stuff like that. I've watched a few of those. I watched one called Hiroshima. Oh, Lord. The evil of people never ceases to amaze me. It's really awful. Then again, I heard about a lot of this stuff growing up because my father was a history major and a religion minor. So, and then he became a drug and alcohol counselor. It's funny how most fools tried to conquer Russia on foot and failed. All idiots. It's really why he lost the war in total, how he did. Yeah, his ambition was too big. He spread his troops out too thin, so the American and the Allies just took advantage after that. We weren't having any of it. My grandfather fought on the Eastern Front, and he was in the Philippines. My father was drafted for the Vietnam War,
and he was supposed to go to Vietnam. He was supposed to go to the front lines of Nam, and like the day before, they changed his marching orders, and he was stationed in Germany. And like huge numbers of people that went to Germany or went to Vietnam around the time that my dad went to Germany never came home. So yeah, like you guys would be watching somebody else right now, because I wouldn't have been here, if I'm being totally honest. My father may never have come home from Vietnam. We got drafted into Nam. That's the fact that they still call that a military action, I feel, is a disgrace. We all call it the Vietnam War, but it wasn't a war. Because it was never declared by the Senate. So, there it is. Alright, let's finish this case. I have to go to bed really soon. I have work tomorrow, but remember, if you haven't... Hi, Alex. I'm glad you're back. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, make sure you do so you can see the schedule. It's on there. Mondays, I probably will take off, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be too excited and I'll want to tell you guys all about my new job and stuff like that. So I might stream tomorrow night. Just have to see how tired I am, honestly. So make sure you join our Discord. Alex, can you do socials for me? You love black holes? I mean, they're cool to look at, but Lord Almighty. Hope to God they don't swallow us whole. Huh. Whole. Black. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Alright, let's finish this case. I'm really close to the end of the case. Sweet! Okay, thanks, Crazy. Appreciate that. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go.
I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. I know you're innocent. You just have to prove it.
Right. Receipt for glass light stand. Date of purchase is the day before the murder. Cool. Spoilers! It's fine. Alex, Joe gave a gift sub to Panda. Wasn't that nice? And Jace gave us bits. People have been so good to us. I love you guys, man. I love you, man. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. September 9th is your birthday? Oh, well, happy birthday in advance. You can put that in the info. Crazy, if you join our Discord, you can put that in the introduce yourself. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The defendant, rather. Are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off.
This guy with his head tap.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. Promise you, it's the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth noted, The trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Get wrecked, foobar.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered Fay and Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
Waha! You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side.
Yes, it's a receipt. They have two sides.
Your Honor,
Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the paper?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? What? That's the day before the murder.
Oh my god. You see? Mr. White, you allegedly entered Fay and Company law offices at the beginning of September? The stand could not have been there. Jesus Christ. What the shit? Do I have to actually do that voice? Okay, let me do my best here. Well, Mr. White, he's possessed. He's dead. Exorcise him. This house is clear. The ghost has been exorcised. You took him out for a run? Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. What the shit? Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
I hate you.
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent.
You don't need proof that you're innocent. You need to prove the person guilty. This is still America. Fuck yeah. Get the hell out of here.
Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What? What a dicklord.
The completion of this trial will Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow because I need to go drink some brandy and smoke a cigar.
No! There's no telling what can happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all, I hate you. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Ah!
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix.
Oh. Wait, Mia's the one with the lower voice.
Read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may?
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one.
I have something
Wrong voice. Again. I have something I'd like to read to the court. I should just present my attorney badge.
Look, I graduated from school. Passed the bar. I'm smart.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Stop! Desist! Halt! Police, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Aha! Spirited because Mia. Okay, I'll stop. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Wright, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Yay, and the courtroom threw confetti again. Feel bad for the janitor, has to clean it up.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Uh-huh.
September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as
You're dead. You can't say as long as you live when you're dead. Edgeworth is a fucking bigot? Seems that way, yeah.
I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay that long.
What? What? No! There's still so much to say. I love you, Mia.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief!
Hee hee. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock?
Damn it. Why? Everything happens at 9 o'clock. The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief Mia! No! Was all the jury guys? I don't know. Cerberus, did you really leave? September 9th, 902, Fay and Company Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Mia?
I was kind of worried you might not.
Is he gonna be like that woman that married the pirate ghost and now she wants a divorce? She wants the D.
She wants the D.
Hold on, I gotta read that. Like Maya's chest would hurt, right? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Like if you actually, you feel like dirty afterwards. Like so somebody else was in this body. I feel dirty. Come on. iPad load. You dick. Her chest grew like 4 cup sizes. Huh? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia? You should see her face. Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
What? Did I look like my sister?
You look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of, huh?
She means the office. This office.
Are you gonna be my secretariat?
Someone has to help with the new Wright and Company law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fay, reporting for duty? Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners.
When I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Why did Cerberus leave? When do you guys piss him off? Weird.
Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Oh, said about no women on the jury? Yeah, I feel it, but it's whatever.
It's just a game, bro.
Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers!
Nah, you want burgers and the D. You want to do it.
There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's wasted!
Oh, okay. Wait up. Yay, we finished it. And you guys were here too. Turnabout Sisters. What the hell is that? Is that a robot with a katana? Genji? Is that you? Genji got old and chubbier. No judgments though, because I'm chubby too. Okay, no, don't do it. Okay, it's just saving. Yeah, save it. Shit. Alright.
Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai.
I will have to continue this next time. You're never too young in the eyes of love? Alex, what the heck, man?